Hello, everyone. Nice to be there today for this new 15th, I think, installment of the Gossip News Flashes. So remember, we are building, still in building phase, of course. We are building this new chat app that is designed to circumvent all kinds of censorship, all kinds of blockades, and to preserve freedom of speech in a world where it's more and more a threat. So today I'm going to give you some news on the progress of the development because we're still in development phase. Um, Last week we released the version 0.07, so you can already play a bit with it and tell us what you find. If you find any bugs, any issues, play with it and tell us. In terms of works, we are working on the SQLite migrations. So the current version already has uses an SQLite database inside. So this is just there so that we can then prepare the terrain for implementing this new plausible deniability system. The first time that a chat app basically will implement a system that allows you to hide that you have multiple sessions, even if you cross borders multiple times and the adversaries take snapshots. So we're pretty proud of this, and there's still a lot of development, but it's going very well. Then, of course, because of this DB database migration, we also had to refactor quite a few things, clean up a few things. So that's done. We also worked on the abstraction system. So we switched from the virtual file system VFS to IDB batch atomic VFS. So that's basically for safety and performance. Then, in terms of bugs, there was some bugs with routing and sharing. We fixed routing, the contact sharing and file sharing. There was a bug with the announcement processing. We fixed it. There was some bugs with the message behaviors, like the unread counts, search in messages. All that was handled. Reply handling, notification logic, etc. So this was fixed. Then, in terms of UI UX, we have some visual polishes. The password UX, now we have a password confirmation request, and we improved the show password behavior. The text and interaction, we now allow easier message text selection, so that's for convenience. For privacy and security, we have, of course, the password confirmation. In terms of the SDK API improvements, we are still pushing this and it's still not fully ready. So we'll keep you updated on the progress on the SDK, but it's going very well. Something should be available very soon. Then we also removed some discussion monitors, some debug systems that we had added. Some tests, some mocks were cleaned, etc. And in terms of next steps, we are working on the one hand on creating a system that allows for video and audio calls. This is very important, and it's a hard piece of work when it comes to keeping it private and secure. We also worked quite a bit on the group chat features, so that's something we are also deploying soon. And then there is everything related to the to hiding the data within inconspicuous data. So, for example, we have worked on hiding text inside SMS. So this might be a collaboration with other people. We'll tell you soon. And maybe I can show you quickly how that would work. Share my screen. Okay. So here's the example on how it works. So the general idea is that in some countries, when there's protests, when there's elections, when there's any kind of political events, internet is fully blocked, fully censored. So there's no internet, but in some of these countries, SMS is still operating because the government uses SMS to synchronize. The problem is that raw SMS can be monitored. The government can look at the SMS. So we have talked to some people who are in contact with activists in various countries, and especially in Africa, and they told us that there's this need to be able to chat through SMS, carry data through SMS, but hide it, make it like a plausible discussion. So we have started working on a prototype. I can show you here. The idea is that you type some text and it will generate some text. And this text actually encodes for the text that you want to send, but it looks inconspicuous. And somebody who receives the text and knows the algorithm can decode it. And every time you change anything, the text changes completely. Okay, here it's a very preliminary example. It's basically using some kind of a children's story generation system, but we're going to train it on a custom SMS generating one that's going to be way more compact and way more inconspicuous, because usually when you communicate through SMS, you don't write once upon a time stories. But it's going great, and we'll tell you a bit more on that soon. Last week, we also had Thibaut from the team do a live with the French channel of Christophe Boutry, and it went great. There were more than 1,000 people watching, so that was very, very nice. And in terms of next steps for us, we are going to be working hand in hand with people on the ground in different countries that have requirements to basically hide their communications, avoid censorship, protect their sources as journalists. So we are now in contact with more and more of them. We have multiple people in multiple countries, and we're trying to start the collaborations with them and to start trying stuff on the ground. This is going to take a bit of time because it's complex, but we're on it and we hope to have some results soon. We're also going to file for some grants, so we also cross fingers on that side. And that's all for today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, let's wrap it up. And we remain, of course, available on on all our socials. So follow us on usegossip.com. You have everything there, all the links to X, to Telegram, Discord, everything you want. Feel free to talk to us, ask us questions. If you have any requests, if you're a journalist or somebody who is threatened by the lack of freedom of speech in the world, feel free to tell us, and we're going to help you find ways to integrate the features you need inside our system. And that's it. That's it for today. Hope to see you again very soon. I'll do another run next week, probably. Maybe yes, maybe not, because I will be at a conference. I will confirm, but hopefully there's gonna be a live next week. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you soon. Bye.